Hello, and a warm welcome back to the USA English Podcast. We are absolutely delighted to have you here with us today. I'm Erica.
And I'm Marco. Today's subject is something that so many people struggle with, not just English learners, but people in general. We're talking about how to talk to anyone with confidence.
This is such an important topic because communication is everywhere. At work, at school, in social situations, at the store, in meetings, and even in casual conversations with neighbors.
Yes, and many people feel nervous when they talk to new people. They worry about what to say, how to say it, and whether they'll sound awkward or boring.
But the truth is, confident communication is a skill. It's not something you're born with. It's something you can learn and practice, just like English.
Today, we're going to give you practical strategies to speak with more confidence, connect with people more easily, and enjoy conversations instead of fearing them.
If you enjoy learning with us, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell so you never miss a lesson.
All right, Erica, let's get started. So, how are you feeling today?
I'm feeling good. I had a nice conversation with a neighbor this morning, and it reminded me how important it is to just start talking.
Oh, what happened?
I was taking out the trash, and my neighbor was outside. Normally, I would just smile and nod, but today I said, "Good morning. Beautiful weather, isn't it?" And we ended up talking for 5 minutes.
That's wonderful. And you started with something simple, the weather. That's such a classic opener.
Exactly. It felt easy and natural, and it made me realize that confidence doesn't mean saying something brilliant. It means saying something simple and genuine.
That's a great point. Confidence is not about being perfect. It's about being present and willing to connect.
Let's dive into our main conversation and help our listeners learn how to talk to anyone with confidence.
Okay, Erica, let's start with the first question. What is the biggest barrier to talking to people with confidence?
I think fear is the biggest barrier. Fear of judgment, fear of saying the wrong thing, fear of awkward silence, fear of being boring.
Yes, and often that fear is bigger than the actual situation. Our minds create worst-case scenarios that rarely happen.
Exactly. Most people are not judging you harshly. They're thinking about themselves, just like you are. They're also hoping the conversation goes well.
So what can people do to overcome this fear?
First, remember that the other person is also human. They have their own worries and insecurities. You're not alone in feeling nervous.
That's a helpful reminder. Second, start small. You don't need to have a deep, meaningful conversation right away.
Yes, start with simple observations or questions. Nice weather, isn't it? How was your weekend? I love your jacket. Where did you get it?
Those are great openers. They're low pressure and friendly.
Another thing is to prepare a few go-to phrases. Have a few conversation starters ready in your mind.
That's a great strategy. When you have a few phrases prepared, you feel less anxious because you already know what to say.
Exactly. Confidence comes from preparation.
Now let's talk about body language.
Body language is a huge part of confident communication. How you stand, how you sit, and how you look at people matters.
What are some confident body language tips?
First, make eye contact. Not staring, but friendly eye contact. It shows you're present and interested.
Second, smile. A genuine smile makes you look approachable and warm.
Third, keep your posture open. Don't cross your arms. It can make you seem closed off or defensive.
Fourth, nod occasionally to show you're listening. It encourages the other person to keep talking.
And fifth, use your hands naturally when you speak. It makes you look more engaged and expressive.
Those are all simple but powerful, and they're not difficult to practice.
Now, let's talk about conversation starters.
This is where many people freeze. They want to start a conversation, but they don't know what to say.
The key is to keep it simple and situational. Look around and comment on something in your environment.
For example, in a cafe, you could say, "This place has great coffee, doesn't it?"
Or at a conference, what did you think of the last speaker?
At a party, how do you know the host?
Those are all natural, easy openers. They don't require you to be clever, just observant.
Another strategy is to give a compliment, but make it genuine. I love your presentation. It was really clear and engaging.
Yes, compliments are great icebreakers because they make the other person feel good.
Now, let's talk about active listening.
Active listening is one of the most underrated communication skills. When you truly listen, the other person feels valued.
How can someone practice active listening?
First, give the person your full attention. Put your phone away, don't look around the room, focus on them.
Second, show that you're listening. Nod, say, "Aha, I see," or "That's interesting."
Third, ask follow-up questions. This is crucial. When they tell you something, ask them for more details.
For example, if someone says, "I just started a new job," you can ask, "Oh, how's it going so far?" Or "What do you do there?"
Those follow-up questions show that you're genuinely interested, not just waiting for your turn to speak.
And when you show genuine interest, the conversation flows more naturally.
Now let's talk about asking good questions.
Good questions are the engine of a good conversation. They keep the dialogue moving and make the other person feel heard.
Open-ended questions are especially effective. Instead of, "Did you enjoy the movie?" ask, "What did you think of the movie?"
Instead of, "Are you from here?" ask, "Where did you grow up?"
Instead of, "Do you like your job?" ask, "What do you enjoy most about your work?"
Those questions invite the other person to share more, which keeps the conversation going.
And when they share, listen actively and ask follow-ups.
Now let's talk about handling awkward moments.
Awkward moments happen to everyone. Even the most confident speakers have awkward pauses sometimes.
The key is not to panic. Silence is not the end of the world, it's just a pause.
You can use a simple phrase like, "I'm trying to think of the right word," or "That's a good question, let me think."
Those phrases give you a moment to collect your thoughts without feeling awkward.
Another option is to acknowledge the moment with a little humor. "Oops, I just forgot what I was going to say."
That can actually make you sound more human and relatable.
Exactly. Perfection is not the goal. Connection is.
Now let's talk about ending conversations naturally.
Many people feel awkward when ending a conversation. They don't know how to walk away without being rude.
But it's actually simple. You can say, "It was great talking to you. I hope you have a wonderful day."
Or, "I need to go, but it was lovely meeting you. Take care."
Or, "Thanks for sharing that with me. I enjoyed our conversation."
Those are all polite, warm, and natural ways to end a conversation.
And they leave a positive impression, which is important for future interactions.
Now let's talk about the role of confidence in English.
Many English learners feel less confident because they worry about grammar mistakes.
But remember, communication is more important than perfection. If the other person understands you, you've succeeded.
And most people are not judging your grammar. They're focused on the content of what you're saying.
So don't let the fear of mistakes hold you back. Speak. Make mistakes. Learn from them. That's how confidence grows.
Now, let's give some example conversations for practice.
Here's a simple conversation at a party. "Hi, I'm Erica. I don't think we've met before."
Hi, I'm Marco. Nice to meet you. How do you know the host?
"We used to work together. How about you?"
I'm her cousin. It's a nice party, isn't it?
"Yes, the music is great. Are you enjoying yourself?"
I am, actually. It's nice to meet new people.
"That's wonderful. So what do you do?"
I work in marketing. What about you?
"I am an English teacher. That's actually what I do."
Oh, that's interesting. Do you enjoy it?
"I love it. Helping people communicate is very rewarding."
That was a natural, flowing conversation.
Yes. Notice that we used simple questions, showed genuine interest, and kept the dialogue balanced.
Now, let's talk about practice.
The best way to get better at talking to people is to practice. Start with low-pressure situations.
Talk to your barista. Ask your neighbor how their day is going. Say hello to someone in the elevator.
These small interactions build confidence over time.
And every time you do it, it gets a little easier.
Now, let's move to our vocabulary breakdown.
First word, confidence. This means the feeling of trust in your abilities.
For example, "I want to speak with more confidence," and "confidence grows with practice."
Another example is she approached the conversation with confidence.
Confidence is not about being perfect. It's about being willing.
Next word, communication. This is the process of sharing information and ideas.
For example, good communication is a skill, and communication is the key to relationships.
Another example is, I want to improve my communication in English.
Communication is more than words. It's tone, body language, and listening.
Next word, conversation. This is an informal spoken exchange between people.
For example, I had a lovely conversation with my neighbor, and conversations are how we connect with others.
Another example is, I want to start conversations more easily.
A good conversation feels like a dance. Both people participate.
Next word, icebreaker. This is a phrase or question that starts a conversation.
For example, a good icebreaker can make a conversation easier. And I always use a simple icebreaker.
Another example is, the weather is a classic icebreaker.
Icebreakers are low pressure. They open the door for more conversation.
Next word, active listening. This means listening carefully and showing that you're engaged.
For example, active listening helps you connect with others. And she is a great listener because she practices active listening.
Another example is, active listening involves nodding and asking questions.
Active listening is one of the most powerful communication skills.
Next word, silence. This is a lack of sound or speech.
For example, silence in a conversation can feel awkward, and don't be afraid of a little silence.
Another example is, silence gives you time to think.
Silence is not failure. It's just a pause.
Next word, genuine. This means real, honest, and sincere.
For example, a genuine compliment goes a long way, and people respond well to genuine interest.
Another example is, she gave me a genuine smile.
Genuine means the other person can feel your sincerity.
Next word, nervous. This means feeling worried or anxious about something.
For example, I feel nervous before big conversations, and nervousness is normal.
Another example is, I took a deep breath to calm my nerves.
Nervousness doesn't mean you can't succeed. It means you care.
Next word, approach. This means to go near or start talking to someone.
For example, I want to approach people more easily, and she approached me with a warm smile.
Another example is, approaching new people takes courage.
Courage is what makes growth possible.
Next word, connection. This is a feeling of being understood and related to someone.
For example, I felt an instant connection with her, and connection is the goal of conversation.
Another example is, good questions build connection.
Connection is what makes conversations meaningful.
Let's quickly review the vocabulary. Confidence means trust in your abilities. Communication is the process of sharing ideas. Conversation is an informal spoken exchange. Icebreaker is a phrase that starts a conversation. Active listening means listening carefully and showing engagement. Silence is a lack of sound. Genuine means real and sincere. Nervous means feeling anxious. Approach means to start talking to someone. Connection means a feeling of being understood.
That's a very useful list.
Okay, Erica, that was a lot of practical advice.
It really was, but I think we've given our listeners a clear roadmap to talking to anyone with confidence.
Let's think about what we covered. First, we talked about fear and how to overcome it.
Then we discussed body language, eye contact, smiling, posture, and nodding.
We gave conversation starters and tips for asking good questions.
We covered active listening and how to show genuine interest.
We talked about handling awkward moments and ending conversations naturally.
And we emphasized that confidence grows with practice.
The big message is this: talking to people is a skill, and like any skill, it improves with practice.
Yes, you don't need to be perfect. You just need to be present, curious, and kind.
Now, we want to hear from you. This is our favorite part.
Our question of the day is, what is one thing you do to feel more confident when talking to new people?
I'll answer first. I try to take a few deep breaths before a conversation.
It helps calm my nerves.
That's a great tip. For me, I focus on asking questions. It takes the pressure off me and shows I'm interested.
See, we have different strategies, and that's okay.
So, viewers, we want to know about you. You can write, I feel more confident when or I use blank as writing. Thank you so much for spending this time with us today. We hope this lesson helps you talk to anyone with more confidence.
Please tell us in the comments. It helps us make better videos, and it helps you practice writing. Thank you so much for spending this time with us today. We hope this lesson helps you talk to anyone with more confidence. If you enjoyed this video, give it a big thumbs up. Click the subscribe button and the little bell. That way, you won't forget to join us for our next lesson.
You are all wonderful students. Keep practicing, keep talking, and keep connecting.
Yes, every conversation is a chance to grow. Don't be afraid to start.
Have a wonderful day, evening, and night.
Goodbye, everyone.
Bye for now. See you in the next lesson.